first song that I wrote and realized that I could write a song, I'm thinking that it was a song called Comfort Me, and it's on my first CD. And that one, just the sound of it, I think it still holds up today. I would still play it today.
How old were you then?
26.
So you come to it actually relatively late, at
Yes.
26.
Yes.
What did you discover about songwriting?
Therapeutic. Yeah. Well, imagine this. So I'm a young mom. I have 3 little kids running around the house. I didn't start songwriting until after I'd already had my third. And it was just this wonderful, magical release and an escape, a happy place for me in the midst of, not that I didn't enjoy being a mom, but
chaos.
Chaos, exactly. And I didn't do it the way everyone else did. You know, I got married, I started my family. You know, I knew I loved to sing and that I wanted to sing more, but I had no idea I could write songs, and I wasn't really playing guitar yet. So it's just sort of unfolded later for me.
I keep asking this question of singers. And as a songwriter, I really want an honest response. Because I know songwriters sit around in these circles and they go, great chords, lovely lyrics, great subject matter, great riff. And then you present it to a singer who goes, no. What is it that a singer sees in a song that songwriters miss?
I think it's all about how it makes you feel as the singer. Like, does this particular, I mean, when I know I want to record a song, it's either because of the message, because of whatever the message of that song is, and I want to share that message, I want to say that. Or it's the way I feel when I sing it. My intention for my current project was to have all the songs written by myself or co-written with my writers. But I would be a writer. Exactly. But I would be a writer on every song on the project. And then my co-writers shared Unfinished Woman with me, which I wasn't in on that writing session, and said, that's a great song.
I can't understand how anybody could resist it.
No, I know.
It's a terrific song.
It's a great song. Well, my pride almost got in the way. I almost said no because I wasn't a writer on the song. And then as I thought about it, I realized, well, it was when I sang the demo, I realized, that's my song. I mean, I could own it. I could sing it and feel it, and I feel like I've lived that. My dad grew up in a family of professional singers. His aunts were the King Sisters, and they had the record deal in the 40s and 50s, and then
I love the jabba jive, and Mr. loves me. I want some coffee and tea.
And they were very glamorous and interesting people. And I grew up with the pictures all over the family room wall, and so I was aware that I came from a family of performers. And I think my first solo was I think I was 7, and I sang an Olivia Newton-John song, Have to Believe We Are Magic, that one. So it was just kind of funny to have a little 7-year-old girl singing that song, but my mom played the piano, and I knew the minute that I did that solo and realized I wasn't scared and that I actually enjoyed it, that I just, what I processed or thought at that time was, that was fun. So I sang when I was young, and I kind of dropped it in high school. I got busy with student government, school, cheerleading.
What were you listening to at this time?
At that time, I was listening to Pat Benatar, Top 40, Whitney Houston, Def Leppard, all the pop stuff.
And trying to sing like them?
Whitney Houston. Okay. She inspired me. And Pat Benatar, Stevie Nicks, and the Judds. My first real, wow, I like country happened when I heard the Judds. Mama, he's crazy, crazy did sing in church, and I do have a deep love for Jesus Christ,
Right.
and that's a big part of my life. And I wanted to sing about that. I mean, that's what fueled the desire to connect, I think, more than anything, was that I wanted to share that feeling.
But it's not singing with a piano or with an organ. It's singing with instruments, with contemporary instruments. Was that part of your church?
No,
Oh.
not at all. So I wasn't able to sing in my church. I wasn't able to do that in my church. But what I did do in my church was I sang with a piano accompaniment. But when I started playing guitar around age 24, I think I started learning guitar, then the songwriting started to flow. And thank goodness for Amy Grant. Listened to her music like crazy, and so it didn't feel unnatural to me to put together, you know, a guitar and a rhythm type song with singing about spiritual matters.
So she gave the template, really.
Absolutely.
How important is she in that field?
Extremely important. I mean, she's pretty much been given credit for creating the genre.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word
In my
is a
mind,
lamp unto
I don't
my feet
make a big difference between them. There's a terrific mixing between the two genres, aren't there?
Yeah, and she's very Nashville. She has a very Nashville sound, and the B3 and the acoustic, organic feel, and the guitars and the drums. And her album Lead Me On was the first album that I purchased, and that was her best probably of her Christian music. And then she went super kind of pop for a little bit, and then back to the rootsier sound with Behind the Eyes, but which is my very favorite.
Gosh, you're a real fan, aren't you?
I am. I know all his stuff.
So
But it shaped me. It
yeah,
shaped my
I just
sound.
think that's what you said. No, I want to be like that, but I identify with that, and I'm going to take it on a step.
Yeah, I just thought, that resonates with me, and I'll write what's in my heart, and if it sounds like Amy Grant, great. And a lot of people did tell me that it did sound like Amy Grant, but then as I became a little more interested in the country sound, and I was frustrated by the fact that I couldn't really perform with my guitar in my church, and I wanted to just be a little more versatile.